Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry it has been a while since I put up a video. Last week I had like a 14-page paper due. Not like a 14-page paper. I had a 14-page paper due and I didn't have a chance to film because I was working on it throughout the weekend. And then yesterday I just got busy. But I wanted to make it up to you. And I had noticed throughout my channel that there was a severe lack of drugstore items and drugstore tutorials and drugstore products throughout it. And so I wanted to fix that by doing a drugstore tutorial for you today. It's going to be probably a few videos worth. I'm going to do different drugstore products because I really do use them all the time, and for some reason they just haven't been making it into my videos, so we need to fix that. Today I'm going to be using one of the L'Oreal Paris quads. This one is Sultry Seductress, and it's these pretty, there's like a taupey color and like a purple color, and then there's a highlight and a dark sparkly, I think it's just a sparkly black. But this purple really called to me, and the taupe was really pretty. And also this was the palette that my friend Chelsea picked for me to do for you guys and for herself, so I thought I would do that for y'all and for Chelsea, who by the time this video goes up, no, you'll still be in Germany, but she's moving back to the States this week and she's taking her beautiful daughter Arabella with her, and I'm very sad to lose them, and Paul, I'll miss you too. Anyways, with this palette I was able to come up with a couple of different ways to use it. For the first one, on my right eye, I have taupe color as the lid color with the purple as the smoky color, and then on the other eye I have the purple as the lid color and the smoke as the taupe and the black. So a couple different ways you can use the palette, and I thought it would be fun to do it a couple different ways and give you a few ideas. So if that sounds good to you, we'll jump in and get started. Alright guys, are you ready? For this tutorial you are going to need the palette of your choice. Again, this is Sultry Seductress. And then I'm going to be using 4 drugstore brushes. I have the blending eye brush from e.l.f., the angled eye brush from e.l.f., from their white professional line, and then from their studio line I have the eyeshadow C brush, which is just like a flat shader brush, and a smudge brush. And then I'm going to be using a Rimmel eyeliner. This is just their waterproof one, the Waterproof Exaggerate, and Essence mascara. This is the waterproof one. I think you can get Essence at Ulta. I looked it up the other day. I think it was Ulta, and they're really cheap. This was €3 here at Douglas, or not at Douglas, at Globus. And then I don't have a drugstore eye primer, so I'm going to be using my Urban Decay one that I depotted, but any primer you want. These things actually, they seem to stay put. However, I would recommend doing your face makeup after you do your eye makeup. It is a drugstore eyeshadow, so it might have some fallout, and you don't want that falling all over your under eyes and then getting black smudges everywhere. So I followed up my look with the full face, but we're going to start out with just our eyes. I'm going to take my Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original. It's in my contact case because I cut open the bottle and took out what was left when I thought it was empty. And I'm going to smooth this over my eye. And then I'm going to take my eyeshadow C brush and I'm going to stick it in this taupe color, which is the largest pot in this palette, and this is going to be my all over eyelid color. And I'm going to not apply it sloppily, but not really worry about its exact placement, because this is just kind of going to be the color that gets us all started. And then I'm going to flip that C brush right over, and that's going to go in the white. Oop, there goes the little sponge thing that was in there, sponge applicator. And I'm going to stick this in the light color, and this is going to be my highlight. You can put your highlight just under the arch of your brow and down to the end if you want. I like to give a little bit of shimmer underneath my entire brow, but I do try and focus it on the outside. Next I'm going to take my angled brush, and this is going to go in the purple color. And then we're going to do that in our windshield wiper motion across our crease for some pop and smoke and definition. Now it is a pretty purple color, it's pretty pigmented. I was very happy with the pigmentation, but that means you need to be careful. So you're going to want to be very careful. Use your windshield wiper motion to diffuse the color. And then I'm just going to take the point of my brush and kind of drag it in a little bit further. But you want the majority of the concentration of the color on the outside, so that when you open your eye you can still see the purple and it's nice and pretty. And then we're going to take the blending domed brush thing and we're going to very gently, because this is also a pigmented color, very gently tap it in the dark, the black sparkly color. And then I'm actually going to tap off my brush too. And this is going to be going in my outer corner, just very, very, very slightly into the crease, and dust it ever so slightly onto the eyelid in the outer portion. Not going very far with this at all. And then if you have a blending brush nearby, I recommend grabbing one and just kind of buffing everything out. This is an EcoTools brush. It says it's a highlighting brush, but I really like it for blending. And this is going to soften up your whole look. And EcoTools can be found a lot of places. I found mine in the PX, but I'm sure they're probably at Ulta and Target and even probably some grocery stores. Awesome. And then we're going to take our smudge brush, and just to kind of give our eyes on the lower lash line some life and some pop, I'm going to take this into the taupe color and line the whole bottom of my lash line along the entire length of it. Then I'm going to take it into the purple and do about halfway down my eye. And then a smidge into the black and do just the corner. Awesome. Next I'm going to take my eyeliner and then just quickly run this along my upper lash line, and I'm going to leave my bottom lashes alone and coat my eyes with some mascara. Okay, so now my eyeliner and mascara is done, and I'm just going to zoom in so you guys can see what's happening over here. So, closer look, you've got the purple smoke on the outside and just the black a little bit on the inner corner, and then we just took those colors and dragged them down under our lower lash line for some added definition, and it kind of completes the look and makes it look like your whole eye is done. And I look like a crazy person, or like Two-Face or something. So we're going to move on to the next eye, which is going to be the purple lid with the more neutral smoke out. So I'm going to take a little bit of this Urban Decay Primer Potion again and smooth it all over my eye. So this time, instead of laying the taupe down as our lid color, we're going to take the purple instead. This is going to be kind of a more intense look, because even though the smoke out is going to be in a neutral fashion, your eyelid's going to be purple. So go ahead and take your brush and dip it into the purple. I'm so OCD. Well, okay, I'm not going to say I'm OCD, I haven't been diagnosed, but I like to pick up pigment from across the entirety of the pan, and so that way no one spot in it wears down. I'm very strange in that way, I guess. And this I'm going to lay across my lid. I'm going to be much more careful with the placement of this color and make sure it stays only on my lid. I don't want it going up into the crease and going all crazy, because that's going to affect the taupe color and the black when that goes into the crease. So you want to keep this on your lid and make sure that you saturate the color enough so that all of it looks purple. You don't have any super light spots or super dark spots where it's not even. Just keep patting on the color until you have an even tone across your whole eyelid. I'm even going to kind of shape it into my eye, into the socket at the very edge, so that I know that I don't want any color going past that spot. Another way to ensure that you have even tones is, once you are done patting the color onto your brush, is you can turn the brush vertically and pat it in along your lash line, which gives you a little more control over where the pigment is going, so you can get it closer to your lash line over there. Alright, and then we're going to do the same thing we did with the taupe color, and we're going to flip it over and put the highlight under our brow again. Now we're going to take our angled brush and we will have, well, you'll be doing one eye or the other, so it'll be clean. And you're going to take this one into the taupe, and you're going to do this on your crease for your smoke out. So just like we did with the purple, we're just reversing the colors. You can do it a bit heavier than you did the purple because it is like a taupey color. Sorry, bang hair is annoying me. And then we're going to do the exact same thing we did with the black on the left eye that we did on the right eye. Very gently tap it into the color. It is very pigmented. And this is going to go in the outer corner. Almost exclusively. I'm not going to drag it at all into my crease. I'm just going to lay it on my outer corner. And then one thing we're going to do different on this eye again is we're going to bring the satin taupe, that's an actual color. We're going to bring the taupe color underneath our eyes on our lower lash line. The taupe color is going to go all the way in like we did on the other side as well. But then we're just going to take the purple and just do that on this side about halfway down, maybe even a third of the way down. I think is probably where I'm going to stop. And then we're going to follow that up again with eyeliner and mascara. And then that'll be the look, and you can finish your face off any way you like. With whatever face products and blush and bronzer and all of that. So I'm going to do the eyeliner and mascara, and then I will show you how it all looks when you're done. Again, make sure to go in, if you don't like the way it looks, take a blending brush and just kind of buff it all out, and you can just, you know, keep blending until you're happy with the way the colors look laid on top of each other. Like this black could be a little bit more buffed out, so I'm going to go ahead and just take this brush and buff it, buff it, buff it. Okay, so now we have mascara and eyeliner done on my left eye. So you can see that even though we used the same palettes, we ended up with two very different looks. And I think that's really exciting. I think it's really cool that you can take the same palette and use it in many different ways, and that's what I want to give to you guys. So again, this was one of the L'Oreal quads, and this was Insulté Seductress. And this is two different ways that you can use the colors. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that it helps you, and I will be back next time. So until then, peace, love, and smiles.